Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a coffee talk, and I did an Instagram poll today asking everyone. I gave them two options. I gave you guys two options. Asking everyone if they wanted either 15 things I learned this past year or how to stop doubting yourself. We had a 50-50 poll. So today I guess I'm going to try to combine those and not make this in a super long video, but it's a coffee talk. Go grab a warm beverage, come sit down, chat with me. Today I did decide to be a little more casual and film in my bed. I feel like that's a little more personal. You know, we're talking about some pretty deep topics in my coffee talk series. So let's just dive right in. So I had 12 tips here about basically things that I've learned in the past year about self-doubt. So yeah, I guess let's start with the first one. The first one that I have here is don't forget yourself. I mean, that is such a big thing that we honestly stop taking care of ourselves. We get so caught up in our everyday things or our friends and families or our significant others, just the everyday shit, for the lack of better words, just the everyday bullshit that we have to do, right? That we forget to take care of ourselves. I know for me personally, I get in these ruts where I'm like, oh, I feel huge. I feel like I'm disgusting. My skin doesn't look good. I'm eating like shit. I'm not spending enough time in my house or with my animals and, you know, things like that. I start to get down on myself. And I'm not at all saying that I don't ever doubt myself and that I'm perfect, because that would be a lie. I am nowhere near perfect. I am nowhere near someone who does not doubt myself sometimes. But I have noticed throughout the past year or so, all of the changes that I've made to my life and my lifestyle in general, how different it can actually be when you put just these 12 or so steps into your everyday routine. Am I telling you that these are all going to work for you? Absolutely not. I'm just telling you from my experience and from how I live my life, how much better it is. So let's just take a second, take a sip of our coffee. Today we're using my World's Best Teacher mug, leading into the second tip, okay? A negative mind will never give you a positive life. And that is so deep, because at the end of the day, if I didn't tell myself I'm the world's best teacher, I probably would think like, I know, so negatively. I just, I don't have a lot of experience as an English teacher. And, sometimes I get down on myself and I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed and I'm underqualified and, all of this stuff. And I tell myself that I'm not good enough. But then what good is that doing for me? Nothing at all, because I'm going to believe that. If I tell myself that I'm the world's best teacher, best believe eventually I'm going to believe that. Okay? I mean, am I? Realistically, no. But am I a good teacher? Yeah, hell yeah, I am. I'm a great teacher. I have amazing students and I have great content that I put out for these students to learn English every day. Like, I am great at my job, and I get comments from parents and from students frequently to remind myself that I am a really good teacher. And granted, sometimes I need those comments, and, you can't always tell yourself all of these positive things and believe it, but the more you do it, the more you will believe it. Now, when I go into saying a negative mind will never give you a positive life, I really mean stop judging yourself and be more positive. Law of attraction is so real. And when I say sorry, that was my dog. Bless you, Coco. When I say law of attraction is so real, I really mean it. I sit here on a regular basis and I deal with so many issues with my health, for example. If I don't sit here and tell myself I'm gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine, then things won't be. I remember last year, let's bring it back for a second. Let's be super deep. Okay, I was in a very bad relationship. I don't want to bash the person, publicly through YouTube or anything like that, but I was not in a good relationship. I was not in a good point in my life where I would even think positively. I was so negative and so upset all the time. Like, I honestly don't remember a time looking back where I smiled and I was genuinely happy. And with that being said, I was really sick last year. My health was not good. I had cellulitis and MRSA and blood clots, and it was going on from about the end of December onto mid-May when I almost lost my leg. Now, stress was a big thing that was not benefiting my condition by any means. Now, if I wasn't stressed out, I can positively tell you that I would have gone through that a lot faster than I did. Would I say that I wouldn't go through it? No, because shit happens. Again, for a lack of a better word, shit happens, okay? And my health is always going to be rocky. It's always going to, have its ups and downs. And I have come to terms with that. Will I continue to say that in a negative manner? No. I just know that I have to be realistic. Will I continue to be realistic about it? Yes. But when I talk about law of attraction, I mean that I will continuously say that everything will be okay. That is a realistic way to use law of attraction, because at the end of the day, I do have autoimmune disorders. That's not going to just go away. It's not something that has a cure, things like that. We have to be realistic. I can't sit here and be like, I'm not going to be sick anymore. That's just unrealistic. But will everything be okay? Will I wake up tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I will. I will wake up and I will be happy and I will be positive and everything will be okay. So that is big. That is definitely something that you need to do as law of attraction. When doubting yourself, you can't be negative. You have to be positive. Everything will be fine. You're going to fail sometimes. You're going to need to pick yourself back up. That is tip number 3. Pick yourself back up, honey. It's okay. It is all right to fail. That is life. That is a part of life. We're not always going to get, the gold at the end of the rainbow. That's not what's going to happen. That's unrealistic. But let me tell you, every time you fall and you pick yourself back up, that is a lesson that you needed to learn. That is what life is. Okay? Life is a shit ton of lessons that you have to learn so you can live your life better for the next time. at the end of the day, you're always going to have an obstacle that you have to overcome. And you need to overcome it because you are strong and you are someone who can do it. Don't sit there and tell yourself that you are not strong enough. You're not built for this. No, you are, and you can be built for it. Make yourself built for it. I know it's me telling you to do something that is easier said than done. But if I can do it, you can do it. I'm telling you right now, you can. You just have to believe in yourself. It's so hard to sit in such negativity. Life is so short. And that is tip number 4. Life is too short. You only live once. I mean, you know, the whole YOLO bullshit, okay? You only live once. Genuinely, come on. Why sit here and wallow in self-pity? You know, yes, of course, do I go and throw myself a pity party here and there? Oh, yes, I do. I mean, my boyfriend will vouch for me. I am queen of pity party, okay? But that's when I need to snap out of it. You need to snap out of it because life is too fucking short. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or in the next hour or even the next second. You have no idea. Live your life to the fullest. Don't sit here and wallow in self-pity and say, oh, my life sucks. I can't do this. It's not worth it. I'm not going to be able to be this or do that or finish school or whatever it may be. You can and you will do it. Do it. If you want it, go get it. I mean, come on. If you want to go get it, that is tip number, where am I? Okay. Yeah, we're at tip 5. Guys, really, if you want it, go get it. Okay? Just like Ariana says in 7 Rings, I want it, I got it. That is my anthem song. Okay? Let's be real, okay? No, we don't all make she makes way more than 6 figures, Nisaya. I don't really know how much she technically makes, but let's just say we don't make as much as Ariana Grande does. Of course not. But set yourself up to be able to do those things. I'm not saying go drain your bank account right now because you want it. I mean, no, go save for it. Start to do something to get what it is that you want, or you're never going to do it. Stop saying you're going to do something and just go out and do it. Do it. Do the steps that you need to take to go and do the thing that you want to do. Because again, life is too short, and I mean, what are we working for? There has to be a reason why you're working so hard. Okay? I know that everyone watching this video works very hard. Okay? And that's why you doubt yourself sometimes, because life sucks sometimes. Okay? But remember that you work hard for yourself. And you need to be able to treat yourself and do what it is that you want to do. So start moving towards what it is that you want to do. I went to the city already this year. It is March, the end of March. And I went to the city to go visit Jessie. That is something that I really wanted to do. I've hardly ever gone to the city. And I haven't gone since maybe I was 10 or 11, maybe 12. I'm not really quite sure, actually. I know the last time I went to the city was for my aunt's wedding, and I honestly think that it might have been 10 years ago. So right there, you know, I want to travel more, and I'm going to. I'm helping plan my best friend's wedding, which is a major milestone for her, and I'm gung-ho, like I'm going, I'm getting it done for her. We're doing this. She wants to get it done by July. She wants to be married by July 26th, and we're gonna get her down that aisle and married by July 26th. Okay, we found her dream venue, law of attraction. I said it was gonna be done, and it's getting done. There's nothing getting in the way. And even if something does get in the way, we're going to get past it because I know that we can. And no matter what, if something does get in the way, it probably just wasn't meant to be whatever it was that is getting in the way. That means we just have to do something else. It's going to happen no matter what. It's going to happen. So there's that. Then leading into tip number 6, take your time. That is so major. Take your time. Because if you don't take your time, you're going to regret not taking your time. You do need to step back for a second and breathe. Just breathe. Because I know for me, that is a big thing that I struggle with every day. I overwork myself. I don't know how to pace myself. And, it kicks me in the ass. My legs swell. I get into pain. I get unmotivated because I'm tired. Do things that give you energy, not take energy away from you. Life is consuming in itself. So try to make it as positive as possible. Take your time. Take self-care days. Sometimes I get consumed with my best friend's wedding and her planning and all kinds of stuff because I love it. I love it and I'm so, so excited. But sometimes I need to tell myself, nisaya, you need to take a break. And even when I take a break, I don't really technically take a break because I'm still scrolling through YouTube and watching wedding videos and doing all kinds of stuff, but at least I'm relaxing while I'm doing it, If I can't do something, I need to be able to say no. And that is the other thing, is you need to be able to say no. You start to doubt yourself when you are overwhelmed. Try to do things that aren't going to overwhelm you. That's kind of as simple as that, You have to learn how to say no, and you have to know what overwhelms you. So that way you can realize when you're starting to feel overwhelmed and you stop it. Take a break. Take your time. Pace yourself. Just breathe, because everything will be okay and it will be there. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's not as bad as it seems, I promise you. From your perspective, things might be pretty crappy, But I promise you it's not as bad as it seems. Your mind just plays tricks on you sometimes. So, now on to tip number 7. You are not everyone's cup of tea. And I have had to really learn that throughout the years, that I will not be everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's going to like me, and that is fine. Me as an adult now, that is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. You want to know why? Because not everyone else is my cup of tea either. And that's just life. Shit happens, okay? Am I overzealous sometimes? Of course. Am I obnoxious and annoying sometimes? Oh, big time. But again, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that is fine. Okay, but I know I'm my own cup of tea. I love myself. Do you love yourself? Can you understand that self-love is the biggest part of not doubting yourself? You need to sit there and say, listen, bitch, you're doing a pretty fucking fantastic job, okay? Life is rough and you're handling it like a champ. Come on. It's okay. Everything will be fine. And I can continuously say that. Everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. And you are doing great. And if you need to hear it from a stranger, well, you heard it. Okay? Just understand that it's nothing against you that you're not someone's cup of tea. It's just their preference, and that's fine. You don't need to sit there and try to fit a mold for that person. Okay, because if you do that, then you lose yourself and you will become even more miserable than you are at the moment, and that will suck. Don't lose yourself. Always take care of yourself. Put yourself first, because at the end of the day, you have yourself and you need to become yourself's best friend. That is tip number 8. Be your own best friend. You need to be able to do things with yourself, by yourself. Because, at the end of the day, friends can be temporary. Not everyone is going to have your back like you do. And having your own back will help with self-doubt. Because when you sit there and you say, I tried my fucking best, what else is there? You know you tried your best then. So continue to try your best. There's nothing you could do from there. You did everything you possibly could. You put your all into that. It doesn't mean it wasn't good enough. It just means it wasn't meant to be. You tried your hardest. So continue to keep trying your hardest. The only person you need to impress is yourself. When you look into the mirror, are you happy with what you look at? Are you? And if you're not, you have some serious work to do. Self-love is the first step towards not having self-doubt. And maybe I will create another video about loving yourself, the steps to take to start loving yourself. Maybe that can be a next coffee talk. I'm telling you, it's not an overnight thing. It is something that you have to really work on. And over the years, it has taken me a long time to start to love myself. And I'm still not fully there. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm the best thing since sliced bread and all that. But I mean, that's more ego in it than self-love. But, that's besides the point. Now, you just have to learn that, there's certain people in your life that you should, consider in your decisions and stuff, like your family and, the people that are super important to you. But you need to sit there and realize that, you can't be concerned with what other people's opinions are. And if you want to do something, go do it. Have the balls to go do it. So what if someone judges you? I know people judge me for doing YouTube, for probably putting out this video. Oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Blah, 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 blah. And there's quite a few people out there who talk about my weight and, call me names and try to bully me and, whatever. But, I don't really give a shit. Call me Miss Piggy if you want to. Oink, oink. I don't care. At the end of the day, I think I'm beautiful. And, I've lost a lot of weight in the past year. Go ahead, judge me. But your opinions don't matter to me. I could care less. When I go to sleep at night, I sleep peacefully in my bed that I bought, in my house that I rent, with my animals. Where are you? The people who are judging me, probably in your bed, unhappy, judging me. Self-perception, don't you think? Anyway, moving on. What else? I guess we're gonna actually go a little more in depth into that. I have a few tips into, about how to stop being so concerned about other people's opinions, how to stop letting other people's opinions get to you. The first one is, like I said earlier, remember yourself. Remember who you are. The second one is It's their own problem if they don't like who you are or they don't like what you're doing. Again, self-perception. They're obviously jealous, or they feel as though, you know, they can't do something like that. So why do you get to, or whatever? It doesn't even matter what they feel. It's their problem, not yours. If it makes you happy, what does it matter? They should support you if they are someone who is close to you. And if they don't, then why are they around? Because that's negativity you do not need. Bye. I know that I have had quite a few people in my life that were like that, and they're gone. I don't have those people in my life anymore. I shed all of those negative people out of my life, and I'm happy. Because now I don't have that judgmental cloud constantly over me, telling me that I shouldn't do something, or making me nervous about taking steps towards something that's going to better myself or make me happy because I'm nervous about what someone else is going to say. Who the fuck cares? Are they paying your bills? No. No, they're not. Are they filling your pockets with money? No. Are they feeding you? No. Then why does their opinion matter? It doesn't. It doesn't. And then the third step is set yourself free. Like what I just said, I let those people go. And I feel free as a bird. I'm able to do whatever it is that I want without having to feel nervous about what someone else is going to say, because if they're not paying for it or doing it for me or anything along those lines, then why do I care? I don't. I'm a grown woman. I've made it 22 years to say that I'm an adult. I pay my own bills. I live in my own house. And I feed myself. Don't really see who I should be answering to with that then. So, I'm not sure where I am with tips, in all honesty, but I think I'm at number 9. So number 9 is to start doing things that make you uncomfortable. Okay, because you need confidence to get rid of that self-doubt. You need to be confident in yourself. Take yourself out to eat. Eat by yourself. Does that make you feel uncomfortable, eating by yourself, going out and, sitting alone at a table and ordering whatever it is that you want to eat? If that makes you uncomfortable, go do it. Seriously, it's so liberating to be able to go to a restaurant and not have to worry about who's judging you because you're there by yourself. I don't care. I want sushi, for example. I'm gonna go get sushi. I don't need to ask anybody to go with me to go get lunch. What, for conversation that is meaningless, most likely? No thanks. I'd rather sit there and eat and enjoy my meal and then go home. It's as simple as that. Now, number 10, turn your weakness into strength. Turn your weaknesses into your strength. I learned this from a fellow YouTuber. Am I even allowed to say fellow YouTuber yet? But I'm saying it. So I learned this from another YouTuber. And she said something so brilliant one day when I was watching her, and she gave me the most motivation when it came to this. She said, turn your weaknesses into strengths. And when she was talking about that, she gave an example of, say that you are a jealous person. Okay. you're jealous that, you know, someone is making this much more money than you, or they got a job at this place that you've always wanted to work, or they have an awesome car, and or they have a great relationship, or whatever, okay? And you're jealous about that. Well, guess what? Turn that into ambition. Turn that into the fuel that you need to go do that then. You want to go do it, go do it. I mean, but own up to the fact that your weakness is that you are jealous. Okay, don't be weak and say, oh no, I'm not jealous. No, you are jealous, but you're going to turn that jealousy into ambition, and then that ambition is going to be what drives you towards getting that dream car, or having that beautiful house, or making 6 figures, or doing whatever it is that you want, because you can do it. At the end of the day, you are the person who creates your path, and you need to create it. Yes, we all have our weaknesses. Yes, we all have these little things about us that we would love to change or that we should work on. No one is perfect. But if you sit there and turn those weaknesses into your strengths, then there is nothing stopping you. Yes, that person might be doing this, and that, and maybe it was handed to them, or maybe they worked hard for it, or maybe something happened where they have this now. Go do something about it. If you don't, then you're sitting here and you're going to be just like everyone else who sits there and wallows in their misery. Ew! No one likes that type of person. No one wants to sit around negativity all the time. I'm an empath. I cannot handle people who have negative energy around me. Do not drown me in your bad vibes, because I cannot do it. I can't handle it. Do not bring me down when I am all the way up there. Absolutely not. And if you do, bye. Bye. So, I feel like this video is turned into an extreme preaching video, and it's starting to get very, very long. So I'm gonna try to wrap things up. We have 2 more to go through. So tip number 11 is don't be afraid to lose what has to be lost. That is my favorite one. My favorite one. It takes us all a very long time to realize who or what it is in our life that is bringing us down. But once you finally cut that rope to what is weighing you down, you're great. Don't be afraid to take those scissors and cut that bitch, because I'm telling you right now, once that is done, you'll be like, what was I afraid of? There was no need for me to have held on to that so long. But you know what? We all have our time that we need to take before we do cut that loose. And that is okay. Take that time. But I'm telling you right now, don't be afraid of it. Because once it's gone, you're going to feel a shit ton better. The last one, finally, we're at number 12. And basically, at the end of the day, all of this work comes down to the fact that you need to start telling yourself that you are great, and that you are beautiful, and that you are doing good, even when you don't feel like you are. Because you are. You don't see how well you're doing. Other people do. But it's not their job to tell you. It's yours. No one gives themselves enough credit, especially when credit is due. And you deserve it. It doesn't matter who told you you weren't worthy. It doesn't matter who told you you weren't doing anything, or you're not good enough, or whatever those hateful, terrible words are meaningless unless you are telling them to yourself, unless you believe them. Try not to believe them, because at the end of the day, You are amazing. And you're doing great. So, be that boss bitch and just get up every morning with a smile on your face and tell yourself you are worth every single thing that you want, and you're gonna get it no matter what, because you deserve it. But that is it for our coffee talk today. This was a really long one. I tried to combine the videos because since it was a 50-50. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let's take a last sip of our coffee together. I didn't drink too much of it, but I tried. I was definitely talking a lot. And I definitely spilled some on me, but we're okay. Lou, would you like to get in the outro? Nobody? All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.